3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? Got that laundry in the dryer. Woo-wee. It's like a ghost town. So, eerie. It is screeching in the night. No, there's actually quite a few people here tonight. Not too shabby. So, catch you guys on the flip side. Welcome back. So, coming at you today with a little update. And we're going to have a little bagel. So, thanks for joining in. So, what are we at, like 8 o'clock in the morning or something? Wife just left a little while ago. The sound of the kiddos. They're still sleeping, but slowly starting to wake up. We're going to get into this morning. We're going to start off with a bagel. How's everybody doing? We're doing great this morning. Me and my wife had a really good talk this morning. And a lot of things are being confirmed because whether you know this or not, she don't really watch my videos. And that plays to an advantage of being able to discern things a little bit easier. Although there are times I wish she would watch them, because some things I feel are informative. Moments like this morning were priceless. It's like we saw eye to eye. Yeah, man. Bagel's not complete without cream cheese. We're really fortunate to have a refrigerator and to be able to store things like cream cheese. Amazing enough, there's still some left at the store. Things have been starting to, I don't want to say level out at the store, but getting a little bit better. They're putting limits on things, but, sometimes that's what you got to do to slow people down. I think people are forgetting that, if you're going to be in this for the long haul, you can't just be a select few hoarding things and expecting things to be okay for everyone else. And really, think about it this way too, because eventually you're going to be the only one with stuff left, and people get savage when they're hungry. Keeping my kiddo, waking him up. The downside of hotel living. But we do it. I'm going to survive with shelter over our head. It's really mornings like this where I have to say thank you, Jesus. All the truckers are getting ready to roll out. I don't know if you can hear the engines in the background. I love that sound. Don't bother me a bit. I do miss being outdoors, though. At least I can hear some birds chirping still. Top-notch blueberry bagel. So moving forward, Number one update. Somebody put some more time on our room. I guess the hotel let them. And we're paid up till August 22nd. I'm just so grateful to have a roof over our head and not have to stress about that. We are, however, looking for more long-term residency, something more sustainable than a hotel room. And so we'll be either looking for a house or, we're not quite sure if we want to stay in this area long-term, just because in light of seeing what happened in such a short time here, doesn't seem like this place has enough resources for everybody that's in it. And that may be everywhere. And if it's just going to be like that, well, we may as well just go overlanding. I've had some business ideas I've been sitting on for a while, just kind of working on the internal side of things and building a group-based community. And I think I'm gonna start focusing on some of that stuff. I used to work with some fabricators, and we did all kinds of stuff from motor swaps to roll cages. We actually converted a Nissan 240SX. We had a RB25 Neo from a naturally aspirated R34 Skyline from Japan, and we put that into a little 240. It was like a 1990 hatchback that we cut the hatchback off and turned it into a truck. Yeah, fully roll caged inside and out. Reinforced front end. Like the whole front end was chopped off and tubular chassised. And we had that sucker on like 19-inch Volk CE. It's like the CE 18 or 28 or something like that. There, bronze. Man, it was a beautiful little. I gotta see if I can find pictures of that still. If I can, I will show you guys right here. If not, then, well, hey, it's there somewhere. I've lost a lot of old pictures that I had from old modifying cars and stuff. And well, anyways, I've lifted trucks and all kinds of different stuff, and I've done some welding and exhaust, and so I think I'm gonna start a fabrication business. When all the dust settles out of this, because I do expect it to settle, and there is still a land of the haves. I'm amongst the haven'ts. Because we haven't gotten shit. I should take that back. We got everything we need. Shelter, food, clothing, life. It doesn't get much better than that. Only in scale, like you can improve your living situation by having better location. Yeah, that's something to look at. I want to show how to. This will be perfect. This time that I have here till August 22nd will be perfect time for me to show how I'm going to utilize this time and get up out of this. I'm going to do better than this. I have high expectations for my life and my family's life, and so God willing, y'all gonna see a transformation. It's gonna be amazing. That's putting a smile on my face today. Could be the herbal remedies too. Who knows? Nowadays, anything that put a smile on your face, in the face of tragedy and pandemic, well, it's okay in my book. Right now, there's reggae playing in my music, playing in my music, playing in my head. Man. So update number 2. This has been the tougher thing to deal with today and yesterday and days since we've been starting receiving donations through my email address at fulldoseofdave@gmail.com. So a few of you have sent, and it's more than a few of you actually, but we had some donations come in through our PayPal, and God, I think my cousin back east received a payment from me for like $30, and then so Facebook is the only money place that has been able to let me move money. My PayPal has been frozen. It still is right now. If I could show you, I'd show you. But yeah, the funds are just sitting there, unapproved. They won't let me access them. So I don't really know what to do on that end of things. Just be patient, because they're saying it could take up to 21 days to release the funds. But I have a portion of it that says available, and the only thing I was able to do is I ordered a piece for our truck, the front grill, but I ordered it and it was weird. I ordered the hood, I ordered the grill, I ordered the A-arms, but it only let me pay for the grill. It was weird, because then it prompted me to pay for the hood, and I was like, okay, it said payment processed or whatever, or your payment was accepted. But then I go back and look at the receipt, and all I paid for was the grill. So I was like, what the hell? So I just tried to redo it again and pay for the hood, and said something went wrong. Go check your carrier or whatever. Check in. Well, there's nothing to check really. It just tells you how much your available balance is, how much you have pending. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe because it's a new account, they're limiting the access. But it's messed up because, of course, the only outlet that you can use to send money between is Facebook. Lo and behold. And so, my cousin reached out to me, was asking, hey, can you help me with $30 for gas? I got to make it to payday. Sure, no problem here. Was able to send it to him. And then when I went to go send the remainder of it to my wife, so that way we'd have some money to be able to get the things that we need. And even just put it into another bank account that can still order more car parts, because they gave me an available balance of like $490, and so I'm trying to send this to her, the remainder balance, and I don't know what's going on. It's she had her old bank account linked, and so the last time I remember this, we did this last time, and I forgot about it, but that was a smaller amount last time. She ended up having to get a check from the company because that bank account had been closed. And so she removed that card this morning after I had sent the money already, because I didn't even bother to ask. I just sent it. And so now we're waiting to see if they're going to cancel the payment to the old card and send it back, or if it's even been processed, if we caught it in time. So that way we can put it on the new bank account card, and hopefully be able to still order the car parts that way. Otherwise, I have to wait on the money that's pending in PayPal. So trying to get things fixed on the truck as soon as possible. That was a blessing to be able to get that and receive that finances from all you guys. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's like, makes me want to get emotional, But woosah. Oh. Back to my fabrication idea. So what that means is I'm a form of corporation, and Yeah, so I'm forming a corporation under a garage name. I'm not sure of the title yet, but I have an idea. I'm going to use one of my existing brands more than likely to open a garage. So it's either going to be Frontier Life.Club or NISPro 4X, US Overlanders, or Front Tour Expeditions. Front Tour Expeditions is actually inspired by wanting to gather all the frontiers in the community together, and like trucks like ours basically, and going out and doing meetups, out in the desert or the mountains, where you go off-roading and have cool, fun family events. Just events or whatever. It'd be fun. And yeah, so simple ideas, and eventually, what I would like to turn it into, as the name sounds, Front Tour Expeditions, where you can rent trucks like ours and go out and, you'd have a trail boss, and they would take you through different trails, well-known trails, and maybe even exploring new trails, and then recording the whole thing, and, being able to give it to the people that come. So offering it as like a service. I think it'd be a really cool idea. So, and it's not limited. I'm not like hiding the greatest idea in the world, but if you enjoy doing those type of things, going out and off-roading, whether it's going through the trails or the mud or rocks, hill climbing, any of that kind of stuff, then you should definitely think about doing a business like that. I'm not going to say I'm going to corner a market, because in the United States, the world is a big place. You know what I mean? It's your playground, so use it as a tool. Respect it, though. Respect this world, and everything will go okay for you. If you go out there and litter the world, well, all you're going to find is trash. I do, however, appreciate everyone sticking with me and watching these videos. People that have been leaving the positive comments, saying keep it up, and they enjoy the content. It was entertaining or whatever. I'm glad that you like it. I'm glad that you enjoy hanging out with me and listening to all my crazy talk. What kind of garage do I want to open? Right now, I want to focus on building like overland vehicles. I think I'd have a real eye for it. There's so many different aftermarket companies out there. There are so few that specifically work on our truck, Nissan Frontier. There's one company out in Colorado called Niztec, and that's one company, though. They can't. It's hard for them to service everybody that wants parts. You gotta realize Nissan Frontier is the most sold mid-size pickup truck ever. Okay, the model truck they got right now has been running for 15 years. They got 15 years worth of one generation truck. Have they made little changes here and there? Yes, but it's still a Frontier. The basic look of it has been the same. No matter if they've changed the rims or tires or whatever, it's stayed the same truck for the most part. And it's a nice truck, that's why I'd like to take care of it and get it back to its former glory. We've been running stock for a long time, and the only thing we've really upgraded is the brakes. When I was in Texas, or when we were in Texas, I actually replaced the front rotors with cross-drilled and slotted rotors, and then the rear ones are just stock, flat rotors. They're not drilled or anything, but you don't really need them out back like that, so it's not like we're Formula One racing or motorcycles, because I would always run those on those type of vehicles. bagel. One thing about the stores being low on stock is it's definitely forced us to eat a little, our diet changed a little bit, you know. Everything we're eating is more fresh, you know, rather than a lot of processed. We haven't had hardly any. I can't even think of the last time I had fast food. It's been a while now. You know, with everything that's going on, it's like, do you really want to take the chance of getting fast food? I realize not everyone knows how to cook or whatever, but fresh foods, vegetables, fruits, meats are the most healthiest for you. So yeah, we got a lot of good healthy food right now. There's a little bit of unhealthy rolling around here. I wish it would disappear, but even when we go to the food banks, man, food pantries, they're always giving my wife like cakes and cupcakes. I'm like, come on, man. Like, don't you got a bag of potatoes? Want to survive, not get fatter. Man, yeah, if they don't get you with the COVID virus, they're going to get you with diabetes. Then comes cancer, you know? Gosh. That's motivation enough for me to want to change diets. I'm sure even the cream cheese I'm eating from is probably got something cancerous in it. Let's take a look at the ingredients. Pasteurized milk and cream, whey protein concentrate. Whey. Why is there whey protein concentrate in this cream cheese? Philadelphia, what are you doing? Oh my God. Whey, salt, carabine, gum, nanomycin, a natural mold inhibitor. A natural mold inhibitor. Why do you want a mold inhibitor? I'm pretty sure if you inhibit mold, that means to make it grow. So they put stuff in this to make mold grow. I don't know what to make of that. Alright. How is cream cheese made? I need to look this up. This is starting to bother me. This is why we eat things like this, because we don't even pay attention to the label. We just go, ooh, cream cheese, it sounds good. God, my blueberries, my bagels, they're probably going to kill me too. I mean, flour. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm bothering to look this up anyways. I mean, if it's got flour, then you got the potential to get cancer. Yeah, breads aren't really on the whole food items. So, I don't know if that would ever fall into the keto category. Breads. Leave me a message below. If you guys are like into the keto diet or eating whole foods, let me know. Do you think that these bagels with these blueberries, I'm sure these blueberries got preservatives in them too. Obviously, they got to be on shelf life. I don't know how long blueberries really last, just sitting out or even bagged. It's got to have preservative. But yeah, leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. We had barbecue chicken sandwich. Well, I had barbecue chicken sandwich. My wife, remember, does she just eat it on the side? Chicken and barbecue sauce. She just likes barbecue chicken. Yeah. That was really good. Really, really good. The meat at most of the local grocery stores have pretty much been wiped out. Not quite sure if those are getting restocked, but every time I've gone, I've been like wiped out of a lot of different meats. Only thing that's been there consistently is like fish. Fish doesn't move fast enough there, I guess. Yeah, but everyone is stocking up on beef, pork, and chicken, that's for sure. Milk hasn't seemed to run low. Yeah, I mean, a lot of bread's been depleted. Everyone's supplying bread. Eggs. Eggs is a hot commodity item. Water is starting to level out now that they got limits. Oh, and now I've heard they're gonna, literally put, you can only get one of any item. Doesn't matter what it is. One item. If we ever expect this thing to get better and not completely tank our economy, we have to work together and, do what it takes. And if it takes only buying one of each thing, just, comply with that, because otherwise we're going to run out of stuff. They're not going to be able to stock the shelves fast enough, and people will start to die just from starvation. Some people are really, they have specific diets, or, can't stomach a certain food or drink, and, you took everything in that specific thing that they were able to eat. Like, that would suck for that person. You can just say, well, they could just eat something else if you're not that hungry. Well, I don't know, sometimes their stomach can't handle it. They have a tolerancy that they can't tolerate it internally. People have bowel problems, and I think people forget about that sometimes. Even myself, I'm not going to be blameless in this. I would definitely be one to be like, yeah, you just eat something different. I don't like wasting food. That's my biggest thing. And that's hard when you've got an abundance of food. I don't know how. Some people they make too much food at one time. That's maybe what it is. Or we have too many perishables that we can't put in the refrigerator. It doesn't all fit. You don't have enough refrigerator room. That's one downside to getting food donated when you are pretty stocked up. Especially being in a hotel room, it's really hard to surplus a lot of food in this room. It's not like our old hotel in Texas where it was like a miniature apartment. We actually had different bedrooms. We had a 2-bedroom, so the kids had a room, we had a room. And we had a living room. We had a full kitchen, apartment size refrigerator. So you could, and they had cabinets and stuff too, so a pantry, and so you could actually put some stuff away. Even when we came here, we brought a lot of canned goods with us from Texas that we had, stockpiled when things were a lot better. But my main staple is to always try and keep in the pantries or cabinets is, canned vegetables and tuna, which we haven't been able to get tuna. That's one thing. Tuna cans have been really low, hard to get. And I love tuna. Tuna's so good for you. Those omegas. So how do you keep in touch with me? Well, my daily accounts that I usually go on, because they're just easy to, scroll through Instagram when you only got but maybe 5 minutes to keep in contact. throw in a picture really quick or something, and say some words, how you feeling at the time or whatever. Take a little short video clip. Um, Previews the videos that are upcoming. You keep in touch with me through Instagram, and so I have, like 7 different channel outlets there now. I have Full Dose of Dave. I have FrontierLife.club, NizPro 4X, US Overlanders, Front Tour Expeditions, the Traveling RC, and Creator Management Group. Creator Management Group is what I'm going to use to basically tie everything together. So eventually everything will be like the Creator Management Group will be the LLP, and then all my LLCs will be all those other brands and companies that I'm going to start that'll be like underneath, it'll be like an umbrella for all those companies. And then just keep on going from there. I my thing is I like to build brands. And really I wish I could create more products. That's really what I want to do, is just create things. Aside from videos, I really enjoy making videos for YouTube. And really, I'm not making them for YouTube. I'm making them for you guys that are watching them. I just call, it YouTube because that's where we're uploading videos to, And you say YouTube and everybody knows what YouTube is. They're like, oh yeah, I watch YouTube. Almost everybody watches YouTube. There's very few people that don't watch it, and it's mostly the older generation. They still listen to their radio shows and watch cable TV, if you still have that available to you. We haven't had cable in like almost a month, and I don't give them shit about it, because why? I don't even watch cable anyways. I'm kind of glad it's not there, because then I have to watch all the BS that's on TV. Kids will want to watch SpongeBob all day, and can't stand SpongeBob. He's funny, sure, if you just look at it for entertainment value, but as far as little kids watching, I don't like my kids to watch it, and it's like if they see it on when you're flipping channels or whatever, they're just like, I want to watch it. And yeah, I cave in. I just don't want to hear the yelling. Like, all right, here, have it. They're getting cabin fever, wouldn't you know? I'm like doing this whole quarantine. It's really, really difficult for them. I mean, they're only 2 and 4. They don't understand what's going on right now. They just know that we're cooped up in this room. Why aren't we going outside? And I talk to them. I let them know what's going on. And but yeah, as a kid, you just want to go out and play. You don't want to be stuck inside with your parents all day, listening to them make videos. Like, Dad, I'm trying to sleep. Be quiet. Well, sorry, kiddos. One day, at least, you'll be able to look back at this and, see what I was going through to make sure that you had everything you needed. This is Parenting 101. Make sure you have the basic necessities for your children. And, it doesn't matter where you are, because you can provide, in a hut. You can provide in a mobile home. You can provide in an RV. I mean, it doesn't matter where you are, as long as your family's together. And, if you need shelter, though, seek shelter. You don't want, if it's pouring rain outside, you don't want your kids to go and have to, like, get rained on. Like, nobody wants to be rained on, especially if it's super cold. Snowing, can you imagine? You don't want to live in the snow like that. Even the Eskimos have igloos, so keep the snow off their head. So yeah, make sure you got some kind of shelter, even if it's just a vehicle. You got 4 doors or 2 doors, don't matter. You got a roof over your head. All right. That's another day that you've got an opportunity to make a better roof over your head. Don't just sit there and do nothing. We all got to pick up and do something. Educate, re-educate, and provide for one another. If I have a service that is good to other people, then I should be giving it to them. There's already employees of Walmart of the world's. There's already employees at Taco Bell. I don't need to worry about those jobs. Nope, I need to provide the service that I know I can give to people, that people want and need. And to me, building a survival vehicle, like an overlanding rig, I think is important, to people especially. I see all these different companies out there that are building these products, so there is definitely a demand for it. But then if you feel like I do and you don't see what you would want to see on the market, then you got to build it yourself. And if you can't build it yourself, and all you got is an idea, then you need to get with a fabricator, and that goes for any market out there. You just got to find what you want to do and do it. But do it on YouTube, okay? I'm telling you, there's gonna be so many more rewards. This world, we're going to lose a lot of jobs. And if you don't know where you fit in, then get with me and I'll help you find it. Okay? Send me a message and email at fulldoseofdave@gmail.com. And we can talk about it. Talk about an idea. I love spinning ideas. And I'll turn it into a brand. Turn it into something. And you can take off with it. I record it. I think that's my downfall. I don't record enough. I want to record everything a lot of times, because sometimes you just come up with ideas right off the bat. You're like, man, I wish I'd been recording that. Whew. But yeah, building our truck will give me a chance to show you guys what I know how to do. And the only problem I'm having is finding a local fabricator. I may just end up having to buy a welder myself, and figuring out somewhere I can use to bend tube and chop tube and weld tube and fabricate. Yes, man. So I will be looking out. There's actually one building I got my eye on, and I've already talked to the owner, many months ago when we first got here, talking about a different business that I wanted to open up. And while I still think that's going to be a successful idea, I don't know if it's something I want to do here. I don't really see too many hobby shops around here, like for remote control stuff. Like I used to be into remote control cars and trucks and rock crawlers and monster trucks, all kinds of different things. And we don't really have that around here. I've talked to a lot of people, and they said they would be interested in something like that, coming in if they actually had some place to take them to. Because there's not a lot of places to take them to. There's nothing but vacant fields out here. There's not really like crazy terrain. There's no racetracks. So, there's not really that culture here. But yeah, someday I want to open up my own RC shop and track. Yep. Yeah, that's what my the traveling RC channel is all about, is remote control. But I was kind of doing a fan page like I was doing Frontier Life Club, but then I didn't have time for it, so I just archived everything. And like a lot of people ask me, like, where does this picture go or whatever. And most of the time I don't delete them, I just archive them, for whatever reason. I usually have my reasons when I do it, but Because some things are just meant for temporary. You know, like when I do trailers or you know, preview videos. Like, hey, I got a new video. Check out my bio. I got the link there. Subscribe, comment, like, you know, all that kind of stuff. You're just promoting a future video. Then yeah, that's where you find it on Instagram. You know, I've just been trying to keep those to the stories now. Trying to utilize, you know, Instagram how they made it to be. You know, it's actually pretty user friendly. The only thing it relies on is you putting it in the right place. You know, I don't see really forming a business out of Instagram other than it just being a place to be where I can keep my portfolio of, you know, I got my portfolio of my life, which is Full Dose of Dave, and then I got my portfolio of business and interests and hobbies, you know, as different brands. That's kind of how I separate my life on Instagram. You know, so you see the stuff that I'm posting most frequently, that's kind of the stuff that I'm most tied to right now. If you don't see me posting content to it, it's because I've got it on the back burner. You know, U.S. Overlanders, actually, that was a hopeful one because I made patches and I sold some of them. You know, like I don't even think I have that many left. I was supposed to give the rest away. I did a giveaway, but I got to a point where I couldn't afford the shipping. You know, and shipping isn't expensive. I just was really broke. You know, I wasn't making enough money to barely even survive. That's why I say getting these donations for this room has been a blessing. I mean, huge. You know, that way, I mean, I have time to actually sit here and make videos with you guys now. Take an hour out of my day just to sit here and talk with you guys. Whereas before, it's like, man, everything's go, fast paced. And I think really what it is, I'm having to wake up earlier now. You know, if I want me time, this time, I gotta wake up earlier. And that's something I'm gonna make a point to do. I do realize the benefits of it. It's just been hard for me. I'm not really a morning person most of the time. That's why I look so tired still. But, yeah, I can feel it coming on, though. Like, I'm starting to wake up. It's got to be getting up to, like, 9 o'clock or something close. I feel it. All right, let's pause for a brief commercial. B-roll.
Yeah, buddy. Mud. Woo! Yeah! Oh shit, I got mud all over me.